G'day and welcome back to the channel. I'm Marty here from Martys Garden and I live in a small town called Mullumbimby in Northern New South Wales, Australia. Now I've got kookaburras around me and I've got all different types of wildlife around. It's just absolutely amazing. I've even got some owls. They're called tawnies. I don't think they actually are an owl, someone tells me, but anyway, this is my street where I live in. And up here is the school end. So I'm going to chuck a quick right, go up this laneway, and then I'm going to get to town and have a bit of a chat with you once I sort of get up the lane, because I want to first talk about deep watering and why in summer, how important that is before I make sort of my trip into town and give you a look around. It's a bit of a hippie town actually, and in some ways I fit straight in. So yeah, had to put the sunnies on now. We're going up through the lane here and heading into town, and hopefully the wind isn't too strong on the microphone as it howls up this alleyway here. But what I want to talk about, as I said, was deep watering, how important it is in summer. And you know, when you just go and do shallow waters here and there, sure, it keeps your plants alive, but it doesn't really help your plants' future or the future growth of your farm or garden, because the roots will just stay shallow and sit on top and not hunt down for that water down deep. And if you go away on a holiday, or you know, you're having a bit of a time off, or you forget the water, hey, you don't have to worry about it. If you keep building your soils and building your water bank, so your soils, so they get deeper and deeper and store more and more water, less and less problems. So water deep in the summer, that's my first tip for today, and do that in the evening. If you don't have time in the evening, do it in the very early hours of the morning. And look, you can even stand there and spot water some of your plants and just water straight in. That's what I do with a hose. And then sometimes I just spray around some areas, and then I'll deep water, I'll just stand there with a hose and just let it run around the roots and go down nice and deep. And you know, and then occasionally on a really hot day I'll go out and just spray, just to sort of cool the plants down so they're not transpiring, because transpiration is their sweat, and if they're transpiring too hard, which means they can't get the water uptake out of their leaves from down below because it's just too hot, you can kill your plant or make them really sick. So anyway, there's the tip for the day. I've got to go up around the corner here into town, and I will show you my little hippie town where I live, called Mullumbimby, the biggest little town in Australia. It's a really cool place. So here's the tricky part. Head into Woolies when you're trying to be self-sufficient. Woolworths is the local shopping centre down the road here at Mullum. Coles is a fair drive away, and IGA is too expensive here. So I come here to Woolies to get some milk and some bread. But when you're trying to be self-sufficient as much as you can, well, you know, obviously I can't jump over the fence and start milking one of the cows in the backyard. So, and I don't make my own bread. I don't eat too much of it, but there's some staples and I've got to go pick them up. Let's go into Woolies, shall we? How's that for timing? The wife just got home, Shirley Curly. Let's see how she's going. So we're back home. Did you like all those old houses? There's houses in our street and pretty much similar to ours, but this house is the oldest house in the whole street, they tell me. And the wife's pretty tired. She doesn't really want to be on video, but I just gave her a little surprise.
Thank you, Anne, for the roses. I'm so tired and sleepy.
Okay. You're welcome. Glad you loved them. So we're back in the garden now, and I thought, hey, show you around Mullumbimby, just a little bit around the town. Look, we've got rivers, creeks, big hills, which we call mountains, but they're not really mountains. We've got rainforests, tributaries, fishing, surfing, nightlife. Look, this place is just, oh look, it's an old extinct volcano. There's even like red soils and stuff around. This place is like, it's mad. Anyway, just wanted to show you around the place. And thank you for all your support and everything. I'm not giving up. I'm here, and I'm going to keep showing you what it's like to live an Australian lifestyle here in Mullumbimby in my self-sufficient garden. And as I said, I'm not 100% self-sufficient. I just went and bought bread and milk. But hey, I'm not going to jump over the fence and milk a cow. But it's good organic milk, and it costs $6.40 for a litre and a half. Whew, times are tough. All right, see you at the next video real soon. Bye for now.